Hello everybody, welcome back to this week's CreepyPasta Monday video. Before I begin, the picture you are seeing right now is totally unrelated to the creepypasta. I could not find any picture that looked like it was from this creepypasta, so I just picked one that was creepy, and this one kinda does the job. The creepypasta we're going to look at this week is XY. Chosen randomly by OnePieceGamer327. Link to his channel is in the description. Let's begin. Y's breath hung in the air as he trudged through the snow. What was left of his sister X's body rested in his delicate arms. The memory of her death played over and over in his head. It was traumatizing, horrifying. He watched her body suddenly burst. Her once ivory skin had been reduced to shreds covered in her own translucent blood. Her ribcage and skull were filled with the bodies of butterflies. Her dear, treasured butterflies. The only thing that remained of X was a lock of her golden hair, which Y knew wouldn't last. X was a strange one, with her curly hair shining the color of flaxen fields instead of white like his own. Y himself was not exactly the definition of normal amongst his race either, no. They were exiles from a supremacist land, and now Y was all alone. His weak heart was the only thing keeping him company in the twilight, other than the memories of his sister. These sweet memories were corrupted, broken, darkened by the macabre premise of thinking her to be dead. She couldn't be, no. This was someone else's body, he considered. It had to be someone that looked like her. His fractured state of mind was slowly driving him mad with what could be and what never was. As he approached the clearing, a familiar face showed itself. It was the face of a thin, emaciated man with a crooked staff, a cloak, and a beaked mask. The man cocked his head to the side in a most curious manner, and Y attempted to run. As he began to shift his weight, he could see and feel things wriggling and writhing just below the surface of his skin. He dropped his sister's remains and ran as fast as his legs could take him. The cold wind cut through his body like razor wire, and frost began to burn his lungs and skin. Y caught the edge of a tree root and fell shoulders first into a small snow-covered hole in the ground, right next to the river he feared so greatly. He tucked his knees close to his chest and waited for the sound of every biological substance the man in the mask touched dying to cease. The plants were screaming, begging for Y to save them. However, the sound could have been a mere mental delusion. Perhaps there never was a man in a mask after all. The one thing he was certain of, though, was the young, frozen boy clinging to his neck who whispered dark, horrible things into his ear. Well, that's the creepypasta. XY. Not much to say about this creepypasta. It was randomly chosen by OnePieceGamer327, who randomly chose last week's creepypasta. And it was pretty good. I'm gonna rate it a 2 out of 10 because it wasn't scary, it wasn't creepy, it was just different and it was weird. Who are X and Y? Are they based off the chromosomes, like the X chromosome and Y chromosome, or how did X die? Why is Y afraid of the river? It's one of those things that it's just weird. It's like it's too different to be a complete something. If you want to check out the creepypasta yourself, the link to it will be in the description, as will the link to OnePieceGamer327's YouTube channel. If you want to check out last week's creepypasta, and Zelda Link's End, which was a double feature creepypasta, click the link in the upper left hand corner. If you want to go to the playlist of all my CreepyPasta Monday videos, go to the link in the bottom right hand corner. If you want to request a creepypasta for me to read in either the comments section or an inbox. To randomly pick one, select a letter from A to Z and a number from 1 to 100, and I will do the creepypasta according to that. Also, if you have one that you want me to read, send me the actual link. I will certainly check it out. Next week, we are going to have a gaming creepypasta. We have not had one of those specifically towards gaming. It's for a while. We had Zelda Link's End, but that wasn't really a gaming creepypasta. It was more of like a theory. So this is Randomness for the Win Man, saying goodbye to all of my randomers out there. So take care, and I'll see you guys next episode.